Welcome to Live Interactive English. I am Shane.
And I am Nina. Why are you making that voice, Shane?
Well, but I'm a little bit sick and I'm trying to do different things with my voice since it's kind of, I have like being, like a nasal sound in my voice now. So I'm trying to talk more out of from my lungs. I don't know how it's working, but we're still looking. This is now day 2 of Happy Birthday Snoopy. 5 things you didn't know about peanuts. We've gone through 2 things already, right?
Yes.
Now, what I wanted to ask you, Nina, is you're not really a big comic strip fan. We know that you're not a Peanuts fan or a Snoopy fan, but come on, everybody's a fan of something. So like for you, are you a fan of like do you have something that you hang from your bag, or when you were a kid maybe you had a pencil case that would have this character on it? Like just someone, you got one?
I think so. Cool. Well, if I had to choose, usually it's from cartoons, right?
Right.
And I think in my time, it was Disney characters.
Sure, well, Disney characters have always been around.
Yeah.
Which Disney character?
Stitch.
Stitch.
I absolutely loved Stitch. I love the cartoon. I love the movie. there was a series too.
Really?
And my dad would always compare me to Stitch, saying that I was naughty, but in my head, that was like a good thing because Stitch really just wanted to be loved and he was a sweetheart.
Oh, is that you? You just want to be loved. Do you think you're a sweetheart?
I am a sweetheart.
I don't know. I think you're pretty naughty, that's for sure.
All right. Well, yes, I had Stitch. I have a bunch of Stitch, what is it? These plush dolls?
Plush dolls,
yeah. I had some Stitch plush dolls and different like keychains and things like that.
Fun.
But I think as I grew up, I just didn't like them anymore. I mean, I still like the character, but I don't like having these things.
You're pretty westernized because we usually grow out of those things.
Yeah.
Yes, except me. Okay, let's get into day 2.
3. Linus inspired a real charity. Linus is famous in the comics for carrying a blue blanket. That blanket inspired something much bigger in the real world. Project Linus is a real organization that gives blankets to children who are sick or going through difficult times. It is a wonderful example of how a comic strip can grow into something meaningful that helps real children every day. 4. NASA put Snoopy in space. After the Apollo 1 fire in 1967, NASA wanted a mascot to encourage astronauts. The agency contacted Schultz and asked if Snoopy could become that symbol. Schultz agreed. Later, during the Apollo 10 mission, NASA named the lunar module Snoopy and the command module Charlie Brown.
Okay, so happy birthday, Snoopy. 5 things you didn't know about peanuts, day 2.
Yes.
All right, so let's look at number 3. We've learned 2 things, so this is number 3. Linus inspired a real charity.
Interesting.
Now, Linus is very well known because he has a blanket that he cannot do without. So, in the article, it says Linus is famous in the comics for carrying a blue blanket. That blanket inspired something much bigger in the real world.
That's very interesting. Let's learn more about Linus.
Okay.
Project Linus is a real organization that gives blankets to children who are sick or going through difficult times. That's amazing, and it fits with the character, and you know, he has this blanket, so it's a great, I guess, icon to represent this charity, right?
Right.
Amazing.
You know, for kids who are sick or just going through a difficult time, having a blanket is so comforting, you know?
Aww.
Like you can imagine the blanket that you had when you were growing up or you were just a little baby. It's hard to get rid of that blanket. And Linus never gets rid of it.
Oh, so cute.
Okay.
Okay, so it's an organization. It's a group of people working together for a goal. And this organization, the goal is to provide blankets to those who need it. For example, my friend works for an organization that helps animals.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Right, continuing. It is a wonderful example of how a comic strip can grow into something meaningful that helps real children every day.
Very meaningful.
Yeah, it is really super meaningful, and I think it's really cool. So something's meaningful, what we mean is that it has a clear purpose, importance, or serious value. It's not like superficial or empty.
Okay.
It has a lot of meaning. So we had a meaningful conversation last night, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't superficial. We weren't just talking about the weather. We were talking about what was on our hearts. It was meaningful.
Yes, I love meaningful conversations. Okay, let's see if Hanny has anything meaningful to say.
I'm sure she does.
Okay, see you.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 今天要继续来看关于花生漫画的有趣事实。第3个事实是 Linus 启发了一个真实的慈善机构。Linus 在漫画里面总是会随身携带一条蓝色毯子。那现实生活中有一个机构Project Linus 就是专门在送毯子给生病或是正在经历困境的孩子。这是个绝佳例子，去说明一部连环漫画如何蜕变为一项有意义的行动，每天去帮助现实生活中那些需要关怀的孩子。好，单字 organization 是名词，表示组织、机构。Meaningful 它是形容有意义的、重要的、意味深长的。Shane 老师在解释时，他提到 superficial 则是比较相反的语义，它是形容肤浅的、表面的。好，那这边2个重点，第一个是 go through 当及物动词，它有不同的意思，它可以表达经历、遭遇，常常只说遇到不顺利、不开心的事。例如 Dave and his family are going through a hard time。Dave 和他的家人正在经历一段艰难的时期。那另外，它还可以表达仔细检查、审阅，像是 She went through the contract line by line， 她一行一行的仔细检查合约。第2个重点是 how 主词加动词，也就是名词子句的用法。how 表示如何，它可以引导名词子句来当主词、受词或补语用。当主词的话要视为单数，并搭配单数动词。例如 I don't know how he got my phone number， 我不知道他怎么会有我的电话号码，那这边就是当受词用。好，接着回到课文中。
Okay, thank you, Hanny. Now let's continue with the article. So the 4th fun fact
Right,
is...
there's 5 things we didn't know about peanuts. What is number 4? Please tell us.
4th fun fact is NASA put Snoopy in space.
Oh, I want to talk about this one. How cool is that?
Let me take over. Okay. After the Apollo 1 fire in 1967, NASA wanted a mascot to encourage astronauts. The agency contacted Schultz and asked if Snoopy could become that symbol.
Now that just
How
shows
cool.
you like how famous at that time, back in the 60s, that Peanuts were and that Snoopy was, that they wanted to make Snoopy the mascot of NASA. Because NASA at that time was also super important, and going to the moon and all of these things was huge in American culture. Wow.
So they wanted Snoopy to become that symbol for astronauts, like, you know, to encourage them. So a symbol is a sign or shape that represents something. For example, a flag is an important symbol of a country. Okay.
Wow, so Snoopy could symbolize NASA and maybe just going to space. Okay, so Schultz agreed. Later, during the Apollo 10 mission, NASA named the lunar module Snoopy and the command module Charlie Brown.
That is very, very cool, isn't it?
Isn't that cool? Like they actually gave them those names. NASA did that.
Yeah.
Wow. So a mission, what is a mission? A mission is an important goal or specific task that a person or organization aims to achieve. So, for example, you could say the group went on a mission to explore the island.
Okay. Now let's go to Hanny and we'll be right back.
第4个有趣事实是，美国航太总署 NASA 它把 Snoopy 送上太空了。1967年的阿波罗1号发生火灾后 ，NASA 希望找一个吉祥物来激励太空人，他们就联系了作者舒兹，去询问是否可以让 Snoopy 担任这个象征。那么作者欣然同意。后来在阿波罗10号任务期间 ，NASA 就把登月舱命名为 Snoopy， 然后把指挥舱命名为 Charlie Brown。好，我们来看单字 symbol。symbol 它表示象征、符号或是标志，是名词。它的动词是在后面加上 ize 变成 symbolize， 那就有象征、代表的意思。mission 表示任务，尤其是这种重要特定的任务使命。而文中用到 mascot 表示吉祥物。那我们接滑课文中。
Okay, so why don't we go ahead? We have one more fact that we need to learn, number 5, right? So why don't we take a short break and we'll come right back and we'll find out what the 5th cool fact is.
Sounds great. See you after the break.
Five, Schultz drew every strip himself. Charles Schultz wrote and drew all 17,897 peanut strips on his own. He cared deeply about his work and took very few vacations during his 50-year career. Charlie Brown is a character who is known for never giving up, and Schultz showed the same kind of dedication in his own life.
Okay, welcome back everyone. Now let's learn the last fun fact about peanuts.
All right, you go for it. Okay, you tell us. Okay.
Number 5, Schultz drew every strip himself.
What? Every single one? Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like once you've done a couple, someone could kind of just take over, right?
That happens a lot of times, especially with cartoons and characters and stuff like that. You get a team sometimes even together to draw them for you when you become very popular. But
Charles Schultz wrote and drew all 17,897 peanuts strips on his own.
What? That is almost 18,000 because it came out like daily, right?
That's crazy.
18,000 different strips.
Yes.
Amazing.
He cared deeply about his work and took very few vacations during his 50-year career. Wow. Well, that's amazing. Well, first of all, that he can do what he loves and be the only one responsible for it.
That's right.
And his 50-year career. A career is the job or work you do for a long time. For example, Phil is working hard to build a successful career.
Oh, wow. What an amazing man.
It is.
So Charlie Brown is a character who is known for never giving up. And Schultz showed the same kind of dedication in his own life.
Maybe the show was kind of representing how he was feeling at times, right?
Yeah, maybe Charlie Brown is kind of a representation of him, just never giving up and just keep going and going through life. And, you know, like he really very seldom took vacations or whatever. He was just so dedicated to this comic.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, let's go to Hanny and we'll be right back.
最后一个有趣事实是，作者独自撰写并亲手绘制了每一则漫画，那总共有17897则哦。他对作品怀抱着深厚的热忱，在长达50年的职涯中很少休假。他笔下的查理布朗是一个永不放弃文明的角色。那么作者本人其实也在自己的人生当中展现了同样的奉献跟坚持。好，单字 career 这个名词表示职业生涯或是长期的职业事业。那么 dedication 这个名词表示奉献、投入或专注。Shane老师用到相关的形容词是 dedicated， 它可以形容全心付出的、专注的。那我们接着回课文中。
Okay, now let's see here. What do you think question?
What do you think?
Which fact about peanuts surprised you the most and why, Shane?
I would have to say that just the sheer volume, the number of comics that he produced, almost 18,000 separate comics, to me, that is really mind-blowing.
That is pretty
crazy. Because he had a 50-year career, and he just drew this comic for 50 years basically every day. And he came up with a different story each time and kept it going and used all of this. Like, to me, like, who does that these days, right? Who has that much dedication?
Yeah.
So, yeah, to me, that's the thing that surprised me and impressed me the most.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, yeah, the fact that he did everything by himself was very surprising to me because usually you would want a team to take over, right?
Yeah.
But he had a lot of pride in his work and he wanted to be the one doing it. I love that.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, all right, why don't we go ahead, review this article again, and we'll see you next time.
All right, see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Three, Linus inspired a real charity. Linus is famous in the comics for carrying a blue blanket. That blanket inspired something much bigger in the real world. Project Linus is a real organization that gives blankets to children who are sick or going through difficult times. It is a wonderful example of how a comic strip can grow into something meaningful that helps real children every day. 4. NASA put Snoopy in space. After the Apollo 1 fire in 1967, NASA wanted a mascot to encourage astronauts. The agency contacted Schultz and asked if Snoopy could become that symbol. Schultz agreed. Later, during the Apollo 10 mission, NASA named the lunar module Snoopy and the command module Charlie Brown. 5. Schultz drew every strip himself. Charles Schultz wrote and drew all 17,897 peanut strips on his own. He cared deeply about his work and took very few vacations during his 50-year career. Charlie Brown is a character who is known for never giving up, and Schultz showed the same kind of dedication in his own life.
最后，我们来复习今天课文里的单字文法。单字的部分有 organization 名词，表示组织机构 ；meaningful 形容有意义的、重要的、意味深长的 ；symbol 名词，表示象征、符号、标志 ；mission 名词，它是指重要特定的任务使命 ；career 名词，表示职业生涯、长期的职业事业。文法的部分，第一个学到 go through 当及物动词的不同意思，它可以表达经历、遭遇，也可以表达仔细检查、审阅。第二个重点是 how 加上主词加动词这个名词子句呢，它可以当主词、受词或是补语用。那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
I can't wait to show you my plants. Wow, Winnie, I love how your plants grew so much in 2 days and how one pot has turned into multiple pots. What can I say? I just have a really big green thumb. Some people are just natural gardeners. It's okay that you're not so good at it. Well, you can't fool me, Winnie. These plants are all made out of plastic. Okay, Winnie, I know you have everything ready for your garden, but how are you actually going to maintain your garden? Well, I know that I need to water my plants. Plants need water, Kiki. Yes. My cup, it's right here, okay? Your coffee cup, the mouth is big, so I just give a lot of water at once. No, that's not how you water plants. Watering can. Okay, when you're watering your plants, you need control. With the long spout, it actually allows a better control of the water flow so that you can gently water your plants. Well, I watering can do that. Get it? Watering can. Okay. Plant mister. So what it does...
His name is Mr. Plant?
No. Oh, it's a mister. It actually emits mist. When the mist comes out, the water droplets are actually very fine. So that actually allows the water to stay in the air for longer. It's not going to drown or make the leaves soggy.
Huh. Who knew that plants have different ways of drinking water? Well, that's enough. I am ready to start my planting.
If you want to be a responsible gardener, you don't just plant your plants or plant your seeds. You also want to maintain a healthy garden with all your gardening tools.
Okay, so for those of you at home though, once you've got your garden started, make sure you send us a DM or an email. And if you have any questions about what you want to say in English and you don't know how, feel free to ask us. Kiki, anything else you want to say?
Well, let's go get your garden started.
Let's go!